Hello, hello. Welcome to the Detroit Cast with Mike and Jay. Shalom. Big E, hello, Jay.
Gentlemen.
How are you, my friend?
Wonderful.
Yeah, doing all right?
Living the dream.
Are you?
Yeah, things are good.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I like stepping outside and it's not too freezing cold out. It's like, this is, I don't know if this qualifies as Indian summer or
No.
Native American summer. I don't know how we're supposed to say that, but
It's just a mild start to the winter.
is that all it is? Just a mild day?
I'm enjoying every day of it.
I know you are.
Every
I
day
know.
we're missing out on snow.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh, no.
Mr. Fox out in Colorado just sent me a text and a link to a story.
Polar vortex coming.
He said Jay is
Cyclone
fucked.
bomb, a bomb cyclone.
It was titled Jay is fucked.
Uh-oh.
And I went, oh no, now what? Jay doesn't need to be fucked. Not right now.
Not now.
Not now. Coming into the holiday season with his lovely family, he needs to be fucked now.
I don't know what the answer.
I
What is
know.
this? What is
I
this?
know. Well,
What
he
is it?
claimed you're about to be fucked, and I kind of got to agree with him. But Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, highly anticipated conclusion to the Skywalker saga, could trigger seizures in photosensitive people.
shit.
Walt Disney Studios have said, "You're fucked."
I'm going to seize.
Close
I'm
your
gonna
eyes
see
for
it.
those moments.
Well, yeah. There will be some sort of warning, right? In this day and age, there will be.
Oh God!
What, they'll stop the movie as it's playing?
They'll probably
and then
pass
put
something
up?
out, you know, where they'll be like, at such and such time in the movie.
Well, they don't
Real
want to give any
sensitive.
details. They're just like, no, my details about the movie. You don't get to know anything.
I don't blame them.
The company issued a statement with the Epilepsy Foundation warning viewers that the film contains several, and I mean several, it's not just one, several sequences
Shit.
with imagery and sustained flashing lights.
I am fucked.
You're fucked. You are so boned. That could affect those with photosensitive epilepsy. Disney suggested posting notices at movie theaters to warn viewers of the risk. And then what? That's it? You just warn them, so then they go, I guess I don't go to that then.
It's up to them. Well, the
so
thing
then if
about
you
this
seize
is,
there, whose fault is it? Is it your own? Because you've been warned.
it's going to take like a prolonged deal for me to go into any sort of seizure. I mean,
Well, there's several.
yeah, but as soon as it starts, I'll know, as he says, to close my eyes.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep reading on, but I was just like, all
not
that popped
ideal.
up was Jay is fucked, and I was like, man, no, he's not. And then I opened, I went, oh, he is. He is rather fucked on this one.
Thanks
So,
for the warning, Fox.
Yeah, wow. You were gonna find out at some point, so you might as well know now. You know what it is? I'll go to the movie, and then I'll just tell you about it. It'll be good enough, right? You'll know how the plot line
It'll be
ends.
like my experience going to see Return of the Jedi with the Cub Scout troop, standing outside of Americana West for the second showing, when during the first showing, at the conclusion of which, some teenage dickhead ran out and goes, Princess Leia's Luke's sister, and they're both Darth Vader's kids, and Darth Vader dies.
He did not.
Yeah, he did.
And what did you do? Did you guys beat the tar out of him?
We're Cub Scouts. We weren't even Weeblos.
Wow, yeah, you guys were wisps. That dude tried that in Tokyo and got his ass
Yeah,
handed to
the
him.
Marvel movie, right?
It was the
Avengers, I think.
Avengers, and just got. I mean, the Japanese Tokianese, whatever they are, weren't having it, and just jumped him and bloodied him.
Yeah, we were a bunch of little white kids from Farmington Hills standing outside of Americana
Yeah.
West, you know?
Well, it really puts it in context when you say we weren't even Weeblos yet. I mean you guys were kerchiefed though, right?
Yeah.
You had that metal.
We were. I don't think we were wearing our uniforms, though. I'm trying
What?
to
You guys
think.
were out as a crew and weren't wearing them?
I think so, man. I think we're in street clothes.
Wow.
Your
What an-
civvies.
What
Civvies.
an asshole, by
Yeah.
the way. That
Yeah.
is such a dick move.
It is. It's just like,
It's like what Trudy told Mark and I when we were walking out to go see The Sixth Sense. You know the he's dead the whole time, or Bruce Willis is dead, or something like that. We were like,
man.
thanks, asshole. And then when it's like, oh, this movie blows when you know he's dead the whole time. It is impossible. Like, people would go, oh, dude, The Sixth Sense is a great movie. I'm like, I wouldn't know. If you know that one detail going in that movie is toast.
Ruined.
Ruined. It's like, fucking still bitching her for that. God.
Hey, everybody, Hamlin Pubs are inviting you to their 6 Metro Detroit locations. Come enjoy Hamlin Pubs' great food, their drinks, their atmosphere. Whether you're watching the game with your buddies or out for a meal with the family, it's always a great time at Hamlin Pubs, Rochester, Clarkston, Chesterfield, 2 Shelby Township locations, as well as their newest Richmond location.
Well, we get to hear about the witch hunt. Today, the Inspector General, Justice Department's Inspector General, has issued a report.
Yeah, this just came out. I didn't have time to read it.
I think it's like 500 pages long. I'm not going to bother with that. I know Trump is tweeting, IG report out tomorrow. This would be the big story. And it's a whole lot of wah, wah, is what it looks like. So is this a case of the FBI investigating the FBI? Basically?
I don't know.
I mean, how does that work?
I don't know.
Well, they find significant inaccuracies and omissions in the FBI surveillance warrants at the start of the Russia probe, but uncovered no evidence of political bias by the agents who carried it out. Wasn't that Peter Strzok and Lisa Page?
Yeah.
Really? No political bias with those two?
Seems surprising.
Oh, interesting. The deep dive look at the opening of the Crossfire hurricane investigation found that it was not initially authorized by agents who were hostile to the president or acting out of bias. The probe was authorized by career FBI lawyer Bill Prestap in consultation with FBI officials. We concluded that his exercise of discretion in opening the investigation was in compliance with department and FBI policies. We did not find documentary or testimonial evidence that political bias or improper motivation influenced his decision. They did find significant inaccuracies and omissions, though. There's some lawyer that changed some wording in something when he issued
FISA warrant.
for a FISA warrant, and they're like, yeah, shenanigans.
Yeah, see, stuff will be really looked at carefully. It sounds to me like it's similar when Mueller report came out and everybody was just promoting the bottom line of it. Well,
Right.
the bottom line is they didn't find this, but then you start to dig and you're like, ooh, yeah, that doesn't. They
Doesn't
did
look
find
right.
some things that don't look great for that side.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll do that and they'll find areas where people did some shady shit.
Yeah. Well, Trump has been on this for 2 years now. It's just a massive witch hunt. And it did at times feel like that, you know? So this is Horowitz's report. Now, the review is unlikely they say, like, oh, people are going to be friends now. And, oh, yeah, well, the left and the right are still going to be at each other's throats constantly.
This won't solve that?
No, it's also not the last word. There's a separate internal investigation that's continuing, overseen by the Attorney General Bill Barr, led by U.S. Attorney John Durham. That investigation is criminal in nature, and Republicans are looking to uncover wrongdoing that the Inspector General wasn't examining as part of his probe. So,
Goes
more
on
to
and
come,
on
and on and on. Yeah, Durham's report may be more important, they said, than this one, Horowitz, which was to identify errors and misjudgments by some law enforcement officials, including by that FBI lawyer suspected of altering a document, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I don't know. It sounds like nothing right now. I guess that's a win if you're on Team D. Maybe this was the one that was going to take Comey down.
Yeah.
You know?
He's such a weirdo.
I
You see
know.
all his tweets in the last year and stuff, just like
Comey's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all in.
Oh, my
He's
God.
all in and taking this dude down. They are back at it today. Jerry Nadler and crew interviewing people. I have watched none of it.
My mom, for some reason, has like she just watches news. A lot of these news. She doesn't watch Fox News necessarily. Just whatever she switches it to, I guess. And it's
doesn't
just
care.
like
it's just on.
It's just kind of on.
Yeah, the glow of
and I
CNN.
just walk by so often, and you just hear somebody yelling,
Harumph,
"And this is
harumph,
blah, blah,
harumph."
blah, blah, blah," and I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Why are you doing this?
It's just like it's on,
Yeah,
and
it's
just
just
people yelling in the
grandstanding.
background. I'm like making
Democracy in action, E.
I'm making a sandwich like in the kitchen, and I just hear, and this is why
Yeah.
this is the blah blah blah.
Harumph, harumph, harumph. Harumph, harumph.
What? are
My
you
side
doing?
right, your side wrong.
What are you doing?
They
Well, there's
did
a
have-
big explosion at the beginning, though. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
protester.
It's a dude from InfoWars.
I know.
I mean, it's like, don't you what? He should be ashamed. He should just go into the background. He's a guy that his name is Schroyer, Owen Schroyer. He's from the website InfoWars, which is Alex Jones' crew. He was a backer of the Pizzagate conspiracy theory, which is great to have on your resume.
Give some context. Good.
Yes, that was what said several U.S. pizza places were where high-ranking officials of the Democratic Party were hanging out, doing some human trafficking and child rape. So, child sex ring.
Wasn't it like under a trap door or something, though?
Oh, yeah. Well, Hillary was down under the trap
Yeah.
door. Remember that dude went in there with a fucking
Yeah.
AR-15?
Where are the kids?
Where are those kids at? I think
Here to release the kids.
I think he fired a bullet, too, like into the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God. Do we have video of this asswipe?
I don't
It's
know.
like he's, supporting Trump, and it's like, you're not helping the cause, sir. So, yeah, he's going after Nadler. Jerry Nadler's committing treason. I hope you can understand what he's saying. It's kind of these people
I think this one is it.
planned for this all week, probably.
Yeah.
I'm going to go there.
We will hear 30-minute opening
nads.
arguments from counsels for the majority.
It's like a ventriloquist dummy.
Of this Order in the room.
Yeah, America is sick of it.
Order in the committee room.
See, I actually like this, honestly.
Disruption.
Yeah.
It's something
No,
different.
and I don't mean for a comical reason. I mean, like,
They're seeking the Democrat treason. We know who committed the crime, and it wasn't Trump. Trump is innocent.
even though he's kind of a nut job and like it's just swayed
Yeah.
off for that side, like there is something to me that's still like these people having to like.
Yeah, you don't want to shut down the protests, but there does need to be order
no.
inside.
I
there. It'd be
understand-
just like going into a courtroom.
Yeah, we don't like it when it's, someone on the Democrat side going in there making all kinds of noise and shit.
I
during
don't have a problem with that
different
either.
trials.
No, I think
actually.
his point was across the board. He's fine with that, but my point is, dude, you got to have order
No,
in there.
understand.
This
No,
cannot
yeah.
happen.
He needs to be
Like, if
dragged
it's at
out.
a-
I understand that. He needs to be dragged out, but I
If it's at a
enjoy that
debate or
moment.
something,
Right.
yeah, those are great. Like,
Sure.
go
Yeah,
at
yeah.
it.
Like who's the chick, the Michigan, is it Talib?
Yeah, Talib, who did the
being
thing
dragged out.
at the Trump rally,
Yeah.
right? Or the economic club.
Yeah, it wasn't half a titty hanging out or something.
No, their
Or
titties were just
bouncing.
on display and bouncing.
Yeah. No, I think this is bad.
fucking crazy. She says that she's, you people are the crazy ones.
Yeah, she's being
Mm-hmm.
dragged out by security. That was before she ran, even.
Yeah.
No, my problem with this is he's an InfoWars nut job. So if you think you're helping the Trump side, I get it.
don't think he's helping that side at
understand.
all.
No, he's not.
No, what I'm saying though is I just hate politicians so fucking much.
Yeah.
That I still
Anything
just
to
enjoy
interrupt
the
their day.
idea of them
Interrupt
having
the rhythm.
Right, and having them have to deal with this
Yeah.
and hearing something. And
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
even care if it's right side or left side. I hate both, all
Yeah.
of them so much. That's
You know what
it
I
is.
liked is
No, I like-
the witnesses and the people in the rows behind them didn't even turn around like out of curiosity
Yeah,
to see what
really?
this dude looks like. They're just sitting there just staring straight ahead.
Another one of these. Yeah. I love that Nadler order. You hear the
Oh, I
gavel.
know.
Look
He's-
at
he's
Castor
dying.
and Burke. Look at Castor. He couldn't be more bored. Look at Castor.
She's like, whatever. You're right. They don't even.
See
Look at all
that
the camera guys.
Castor's taking the internet by storm because he showed up with his legal documents in a grocery bag. You see that?
What? Why? Why?
Dude, it's sort of. At least he's well dressed,
Yeah, he is well dressed.
well groomed,
He sounds relatively informed as well. I don't have.
not just gibberish. Yeah.
Yeah. Jerry Nadler, you're the one that's committing treason. The American public is sick of this. Blah blah blah. They are. In a
there-
lot of respects, he's right.
There's been a lot of focus though, like people tweeting about appearances of witnesses and so forth, and this, there's always examples of this where the one Brett Kavanaugh aide was supposedly doing the white power thing.
Right,
Remember,
yeah, okay.
people are just so bored watching this, they're just looking for other things going on.
Oh, yeah.
And so when a guy shows up with
was
his
his name?
legal documents, I think it's Castor or something like that. He shows up with his legal documents in a freaking one of those recyclable grocery bags.
He has to know that's going to be fodder.
Probably because 2 weeks earlier, a dude showed up with a massive water bottle, and he was viral. One of
Yeah.
the witnesses drinking out of like a huge water bottle.
Yeah, people are like, the way this man drinks water. Oh, yeah, it goes viral. We see it. What happened to what's her name in the background?
Yeah,
Just staring
Yeah.
off Samantha, Mona,
Yeah. There's
Jonathan.
people are all the time just looking for little quirks.
I am.
Yeah,
I do it
'cause
all the time when I'm watching TV.
Otherwise, it's wah 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 wah.
I mean, the amount of times we're watching a football game and Teal just all of a sudden it'll just be paused. It'll go, "Do you see it?" We'll be looking at the crowd,
Dude in
and
the
I'm like-
background.
and it's just dots basically, but
Yeah.
it's in high def. You can tell now what it looks like. And it's like, yes, I see her titties. It's nice. Thank you.
See it.
Did you see it?
Yeah, there he is.
Did you see it? Yeah.
Live, eat, shop, reuse,
Oh my god.
I like
brought
it.
all his
That's a
briefs
great
in there.
bag, and that's a good point too.
and that's the Republican too, huh?
Huh? Yeah,
Not
there
bad
you
for a
go.
Republican.
That's hilarious. Now he would normally have a little bit of a briefcasey thing.
Oh yeah.
It seems rather
Trial
unsafe to be carrying all your legal documents in something like a
Well, maybe he's trying to move
recyclable
up.
bag.
See, maybe though he knows that people are gonna notice this, and there's a good message on that bag, so that could be
Yeah.
Doing his part.
Maybe he's smart.
You think it's possible he just forgot his suitcase or something, his briefcase, and was like, well, I
Grab
guess I'll
this.
just use this.
Possible.
I bet that was done on purpose. He has to know that cameras are on him.
Yeah.
And that will be a story. I mean, if Water Guy can go viral, he can go
Ken
first.
Bone. I mean, all this stuff.
Ken Bone, the neck man. Oh, I could watch that video every
I watched
day.
that. I watched that video several times over the weekend of Biden.
Yeah, calling the guy
calling
fat.
the guy fat,
Yeah.
or whatever. And
It's
then-
just known now. He called him fat.
right. I
Like,
know he
people
tries to
are
say what he's
acknowledging-
saying, facts or something. Is that what he says? He's trying to.
Oh,
say?
is that what he's claiming?
I think so. Yeah.
Bullshit.
People are like,
But-
yeah, you called him fat, dude.
Just
Worse, you challenged him to a push-up contest.
I was going to say,
God, I wish he would've
let's
said
not
yes.
forget the crux of that. He
Yeah.
challenged a man to a push-up contest.
Yes.
God, I wish he
A
would've said yes.
fat man, too, at that. An 83-year-old fat man.
Come on, Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Get your facts straight, Jack.
You're a liar.
He goes,
You're a liar.
He goes, I've seen it on TV. You didn't see it anywhere.
On MSNBC. You wouldn't see that on MSNBC. He was right about that. You would not see a negative story about a Democrat on MSNBC ever. So he was right about that. But God, I wish he would have finished
Oh,
Fatso.
if he would have just finished
Oh,
it.
how do you stop in mid-Fatso and
remarkable.
just
'Cause he's a
stop at
politician.
fat?
He's been trained
70
50
years, right, Jay, or whatever it's been.
6 decades in office has trained him.
1972. 1972.
Incredible. 50 years.
Hey,
Wow.
if you suffered a traumatic accident or injury, don't call the billboard or TV attorneys. Your first call should be to Ogden Legal Triage. Ogden Legal Triage find you the right personal injury attorney for your case at no cost. They will negotiate the best price, save you time, money, and hassle. Who better to help you find a lawyer but a lawyer? Ogden Legal Triage. For more information, go to firstcalldetroit.com.
Well, we're fully into the holiday season now.
Oh, the Yuletide is upon us.
Yeah, if you've noticed, the Christmas tree is up here. Mm-hmm. There's a wreath on the door.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're read up proper.
Yep. I had nothing to do with any of it, but it is there. And which also means the stories about ugly Christmas sweaters. Didn't you? I thought it was you that were saying, hasn't that kind of jumped the shark like a few years back?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
No, am I wrong on that?
Well, I wore one, 3 years ago to that party, but I just didn't have anything to wear. It was like a holiday party, and it was like, oh, okay, throw on your ugly Christmas sweater. And I went and bought one, and it's just got a present on the front of it, and the tag says, "To women from God," like I'm the present. And I'll have you know that Tooch borrowed that sweater the next year, last year.
To
and
rave reviews.
won the best ugly sweater in the
only one that
company's
wore one?
contest. No, they all wore one, but his
Wow.
gift to women from God.
I would think Manny's BBC would have taken the cake.
Big
on that
black
one.
cock, was
Yeah.
it? Yeah, with the rooster on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember earlier what his was. Walmart's in some trouble today, though.
Oh, no.
They're apologizing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, apologies abound because they're on their online store, and I don't understand this. They sell third party because we've seen this before. It's like, well, that's a third party retailer, it has nothing to. It's like, well, why is it on Walmart's website?
Somebody
then?
vets it, right?
You would think. They keep getting off on these technicalities. Well, it's not. That's a third party. Okay, well, make them
Isn't
have their
everybody
own
a
website.
third party? It's not like Walmart is manufacturing
Right.
anything themselves.
Right. So
Like the Walmart knitting
Seamstresses
mill.
in the back mill or back room.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
it's an adult-only themed ugly Christmas sweaters, section. You can go there. They were selling it under its online options for ugly Christmas sweaters. A blue knit item with a smiling Santa.
That's their first mistake, is having the idea of having an adult section. I mean, aren't all of those technically going to be
Yeah,
Yeah.
objectionable to some
objectionable
extent.
because they're sexual?
Well, some of these, just outrageous. So this one, it's got smiling Santa seated before 3 lines of a powdery white substance, a straw in his hand, the words "Let it snow." It's got 3 chopped up lines. There you go.
Okay.
I mean, is that Santa though?
Sort
doesn't
of a
look like-
pixelated Santa. It's
Yeah,
weird, right?
It's not like a Santa I've ever seen.
Kind of a cool Santa. I kind of like him.
Really? Doesn't he have the abominable snowman eyes? or
Yeah, a
some
little
kind of-
bit. Yeah, dude.
Is he just bugging out? Is that what's going on there?
Maybe it's the snowman dressed up as Santa.
Yeah. So he's let it snow.
I wonder if all those little what are meant to be as snowballs, I don't know if those
Those
are
are
big
8
balls
balls.
of Coke.
Oh, hell yeah, those are 8 balls
Nice.
to eat. And, I took more issue with the description of this in the write-up than I did
Than
the
the
actual sweater. Because they're trying so hard
Not to say Coke.
to be like, wink, wink, you know what I mean? Wink, 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 wink. Yeah, we got it. You don't need a description. It goes as follows. Men's Let It Snow ugly Christmas sweater. We all know how snow works. You want to hit the bell every time there's a reference to Coke or something
Yep.
that's kind of sliding by.
Yeah.
We all know how snow works. It's white, powdery, and the best snow comes straight from South America. That's bad news for jolly old Saint Nick, who lives far away in the North Pole. That's why Santa really likes to savor the moment when he gets his hands on some quality grade A Colombian snow. He packs it in perfect lines on his coffee table and then takes a big whiff to smell the high quality aroma of the snow. This men's Let It Snow Ugly Christmas sweater captures that moment when Santa is finally ready to enjoy that sweet imported snow. It's also warm and comfy, so you can wear it anytime the snow starts blowing this holiday season.
Two of them packed in that final sentence.
I know, I had to pause.
That was remarkable.
Is that a little over the top by the writer?
Douchey.
Wink, wink. No, we didn't say it.
Yeah.
We didn't say what it was. So here's the problem I have, though. Walmart ends up pulling this sweater and a number of others, some of them with Santa and uncompromising positions. We'll show you those in a moment here. After images were spotted by potential customers and posted on social media. We can't have any of this.
Gotcha, Walmart.
The retailer acknowledged the sweaters do not represent Walmart's values and blamed a third-party seller for why they ended up online. Thank God we had Jason John, his handle is @HerbaSauceJohn.
Blue check mark for sure, right?
I don't know if he does or not. He flagged the Santa snow sweater on Twitter. Y'all, look at this description for this Christmas sweater.
Y'all.
Yeah. The exclusive holiday garb, which is simply supposed to be ugly, goes much further with cringeworthy language in the description. It says Santa's calling for a Colombian snow that he packs in perfect lines, blah, blah, blah.
Now push the little heart sign on my tweet so that I
Yeah.
can feel dopamine rush to my brain.
Exactly. So
Moron.
he let the world know, instead of just walking by something he wasn't interested in, he had to go, look, nobody should have this.
Free points.
Nobody.
Why'd you leave it on the table, man? They're free points.
I know, but then it's like, you know what? I'm not going to buy that. Based on the description, I wouldn't buy that sweater. But you know what? Some douche out there wants it. Let him buy it. Who cares? It's not your call to make
Jason,
for society.
you woke scold.
Jason John, stupid name anyways. Other ugly sweaters that were pulled featured Saint Nick, one with him climbing a chimney with his bare ass hanging over a burning fireplace, and the words, "Chestnuts roasting on an open fire."
Oh, that is edgy.
Yeah.
I mean, that is
You see his butt crack there?
so edgy.
So his balls are on fire, and they're calling him chestnuts.
Either Walmart has to go into this knowing we're going to take a little bit of heat on Twitter and we're
Right.
fine with that, or they're
Yeah.
not. You're like, how could they not see that this is just an
That's
invitation?
what I was saying when they said they had an adult section.
Yeah.
That's their first mistake, is even having an adult section
Yeah.
of ugly sweaters.
Because it is right. It is against their values, right?
What
They're
are their values?
Hey, we're straight down the middle. You
Yeah.
know, we don't want to offend anybody. We
Yeah.
just want to sell shit.
We just want to make
So
a
how
ton
they
of
couldn't
money.
see this coming to East Point is just ridiculous.
You think Sam Walton would be offended by this?
Oh my God, turning over in his grave.
Yep. So another one is Santa, again bearing his bare behind, strapped to a table about to be examined by an alien.
Oh my gosh, this is just absurd.
Yeah, he's going to be probed. What is that? Why?
Why would anyone buy that?
They wouldn't.
Right.
Like, what is that? What is that in reference? Did Santa apparently get probed by an alien that we're
I could
celebrating
see people
here?
buying that. Honestly, that's equal to any other ugly Christmas sweater.
I don't know,
Honestly,
man.
it's equal to the one you described as you having. Like,
No,
whatever.
no, get out of here. Mine won a contest.
I disagree because honestly,
You think that one's more douchey?
there's
anal
just
probe by an
alien is
alien,
just
like-
no point for it.
There's
Like,
no
it's-
connection between
it's-
the aliens
That's
and
the
Santa.
point, though. That's how these things are going. There's
Yeah.
a lot of them don't have a connection to really
No,
Christmas.
I know,
It's just-
but if you're gonna have Santa in there, I just think this is ridiculous.
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I
absurd that he would be anally probed.
I don't
That's
know.
not what aliens look like, too.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. We all know.
Santa's ass would be
all
fatter. There's also one where he's being whipped by a white-haired dominatrix dressed in red.
Oh my!
Apparently
this
that's,
has to be super edgy too.
Is that Mrs. Claus?
That actually is pretty edgy.
Santa has been naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how Walmart puts that on a friggin' site.
I think that's the
Doesn't
best. I
know.
think that's the best one out of all the
Yeah.
ones that they have.
Yeah.
That's one that I mean I wouldn't wear it, but that's the
He's got the
most-
red ball in his mouth.
Oh
See
my
that?
God, he does. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's definitely
She's
the
got
best
some
one.
titties, man.
Yeah, she's a
Because
buxom
it is
woman.
funny in a way. Like it's just the thought of like if Santa was into dominatrix and there's Miss Claus whipping him.
Well, yeah, and he's been naughty.
Right.
We don't know what
yeah,
he did.
I wouldn't wear it personally, but I think that's actually pretty okay.
It was unclear what the threshold of ugly Walmart uses for choosing sweaters that's still reflected within its value set. Yeah, I would like to know that too. Are there any other ones on there?
I mean, that's all I saw.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I saw too. But
They need to vet these products a little better, I think.
yeah, I think I would agree with that, Jay. I don't know. So do they even have an adult section anymore? E, maybe you can check. Just
If they're
go to
not willing to
Walmart.
put up with the basic scrutiny of Twitter,
I
then
know.
you don't.
I know.
Like,
That's
how
a
is that?
great
How is
point.
that worth it? You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're gonna sell 30 of those or something?
Do you think those can be sold in a store like Walmart? Like I didn't find any of those terribly
No, I don't
offensive.
think-
No,
I don't
they
think
can
you
be.
can.
They can be sold online to me, but again, like Jay said, you just have
Yeah,
to like
online
understand
is-
that kind of go, hey, yeah, we have an adult section. This is for
You certainly can't put those in the store. Right?
Yeah, I mean, if you had a 5-year-old see that Santa doing lines of blow off the table,
You need
or-
a curtained off area
yeah.
in Walmart.
Well, video
People
stores
go,
did that.
Although it's funny
for
because
a
you
long,
say
long
that
time, they got away with it.
You say they couldn't sell it in stores. Although to me, ironically, like that's exactly the clientele that's shopping at Walmart.
Yeah, right,
like,
right, right.
Like
Right.
it's really
As long as
like
they come in 6X.
right. Yeah.
I think Walmart might be where I got mine, or Meijer, or
Well,
something.
yours is very tame.
Well, I'm God's gift to
That's
women.
exactly
I mean,
the type that I would think Walmart would carry. Yeah,
It was-
just a dumb little joke like that.
It was either that, like I went there the day before, like the day of the party, and it was like I got to get
I'm
something.
not blaming you for getting a dumb
And it was
sweater.
like the only choices I had were like Chewbacca and a fucking Santa
I've seen
hat,
that
like
one.
stupid. And then it was like,
Yeah, I think that I really am, honestly, I don't know how long it's been going. I don't know if it's jumped a shark. I don't really care because I don't go to the parties. But honestly, I think anybody that buys an ugly sweater like that shouldn't even win or shouldn't be in the like. It's really you're supposed to go to like the fucking Salvation Army and get like
Yeah.
some like
That's what it used to be.
right. And now,
Now it's just
the
novelty.
notion of buying
Go to a
ugly
novelty
sweater
store.
to me
Go to Spencer's
is
and get one.
ridiculous.
when we went to San Francisco a few weeks ago, Tooch and T and I went. I think it was by the Haight-Ashbury area, and they've got a vintage store there. E, you would have jizzed in your pants. It was huge, by the way.
Yeah.
It was like the Salvation Army on steroids, all closed, but it was like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, all vintage, like derby hats.
So was it separated by decade,
tuxedos.
or was it just
Yeah.
interspersed? Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
dude, it was like the jackets you could get from
Nice.
like, I mean, full tuxedos from the 50s and
Wow.
60s, glasses, boas. You would have loved
That's
it.
sweet.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
But you could go in there and get, but the ugly Christmas sweaters
Yeah.
that were like half off because Christmas is coming, but like the
Yeah,
legitimate
the real thing.
old school.
Yeah, that's a good point, Isis. They have gone far afield from what it was. It used to be like, yeah, your mom's dumb cardigan she
Right,
used
like
to
you
wear
went
with
through your-
pins on it.
Yeah.
you know?
Cosby sweater
with a
era.
dumb candy cane pin.
Ugh.
That's the sort of shit.
You
That's
go
where it
home and like
originated.
say like, "Hey, mom, does Dad have any sweaters in
Yeah.
his thing that he?"
Some dumb thing with a reindeer going across
God,
it.
we've all seen mom wear those with a
Yes,
fucking
with a turtleneck,
Oh, with a turtleneck.
a green turtleneck.
Yes, yes. And that hideous reindeer running across the
Or
shirt.
maybe it even had a pin where
brooch? Is it a brooch or a
well,
pin?
I'm about to describe it. It could be a pin where you pull the little line and it makes Santa do like a
Oh my god. Yes. Yes.
his arms and legs go.
At least that's some activity for the kids. Like
Yeah.
the silver bells
The brooch,
or the
yeah.
brooch pin of a reindeer or a candy cane.
I
Just
think the
dumb.
brooch was found more on the blouse, right? The mom's blouse where she had the sensible polyester pants and then she had the blouse and
Yeah.
with a brooch on it.
See, I don't remember any family member blousing up for Christmas morning. Sweaters for
Hmm. No,
sure.
no, not Christmas morning. God,
Or
no,
Christmas
none of
holiday.
this. Your mom never wore a blouse, like.
Well, maybe,
Picture
but I
like
don't.
those blouses that all the women wore in the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah,
A
she
little
pro-
bit too see-through, with like a camisole underneath
Yeah,
it.
my mom didn't wear that.
No?
No, too see-through? No.
Well, no. That's just the nature of the blouse. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to ask her. I don't remember a
Oh,
lot of.
I bet Pat wore a blouse.
You think so?
Blouses were big.
Yeah. Did your mom blouse up?
Yeah. I'm
She did.
specifically recollecting my mom in blouses.
See, I remember more the Christmassy colored sweater and the pin, candy cane, a
Yeah,
reindeer.
that happened too.
Yeah.
My mom was not above that. She was squarely within that.
I wonder if they went out to the store seeking those items, or if it was just like, Oh, wow. That would go nice around the holidays, and it's just an impulse buy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't
You know what's
how
become
that's-
my traditional sweater now? This will go on 3 years. I wear it to the Frankenmuth when we go. Is the sweater I got when we did the photo shoot for the poster we did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I
You were
was
an
supposed to
elf.
try
That
to find
green-
yeah, with like a little reindeer on
Yeah.
it or something. I got that from the Salvation Army.
Dude, that's what we're talking about. That's
Yeah.
the
That's-
original.
yeah.
Right, and I wear that like now this will be the 3rd year in a
Yeah.
row. I'll wear it to Frankenmuth when
Well,
we
it's
go
a
get
little
our.
too scratchy,
Yep,
right? It's
exactly.
like wool.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
That's
I
the way
like
to do it.
it.
If you go there now, do they have them on display? Like,
No,
it's like, oh, it's
well,
Christmas sweater season. We
know.
got to get all those out.
I don't know how it works. I got
Yeah.
lucky with that one. That was really a pretty good find, actually. I remember.
If they do though, the ones they'd have are the novelty ones though. Now I'll bet
Probably,
People are
right,
probably
yeah.
giving those in now. Like, "Ugh, fuck, I don't need this.
Ugh.
Went to the stupid party already.
Yeah, we've totally changed what the definition of a
Yeah.
ugly Christmas sweater is now. They're
Completely.
just ironic and hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Mrs. Claus whipping Santa.
Honestly, though, I don't have a problem with them. If someone wears those to a holiday party, whatever.
No, anybody who's offended by that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's-
No, I don't think it's jumped the shark in that. Oh,
Oh,
God,
gotcha.
he's wearing this to a party. Like I really don't have a
No.
problem with it.
I think there's a distinction though. I don't have a problem if somebody just shows in one of those, but if it's like, hey, we're having a ugly Christmas sweater party.
Yeah.
Everybody wear
It's like grandma
That's
saying
yeah,
guys,
like,
we're gonna do this year. It's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, we've been doing that for 10 years.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
I feel has jumped the
Wow,
shark.
you guys are really because there's a lot of people planning
Well,
or have
sorry, everybody out
on the
there.
docket their ugly Christmas sweater party, and they're like, fuck. They're listening to this going, shit.
I think in their heart they agree with me.
I didn't realize we were.
They're
so
being
dated.
honest with themselves.
But what are the options for those people that have to host a party at their house? I don't understand those people.
You
But
have
there's a lot of
a-
people that do.
You have a friggin' Yankee swap. You know, one of those things, the white elephant.
Oh, that hasn't been done before.
Well, that's at least something. That can be fun. And you do that, dude, where you steal that shit?
That can be
Oh my
fun, dude, because
God.
you're right. Because
Somebody gets fucked every time.
No matter-
Somebody gets fucked.
right, because no matter what, that's something where it's going to be different every time. Because Jay's right. You get something you like, and all of a sudden, right at the end, someone
Yeah.
does
Yeah, I'll
it
take
like,
that.
fuck,
Whoever
I'll take
has
this
number
bottle of
one is-
champagne or whatever.
bottle of champagne.
Number
I don't
one
know.
holds all the power.
Is that what it is? I don't know that I've ever played that game. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I believe The Office did an episode on that.
Yankee swap.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
where,
and he put an
An
iPod. in.
iPod in there,
because it's supposed to be for
like $5 to
suspense.
$10. He gets a $400 iPod in there,
For the
something like
temp,
that.
because
Yeah.
he just wants him to be his friend so bad.
So what it did was it made Pam take that instead of the teapot that
Right.
Jim had especially given her with
Yeah.
like notes in it or some shit.
That's right. That's right. Julia Louis Dreyfus.
Yeah.
We like Julia Louis, don't
Yeah,
we?
Lane.
Yeah.
She's funny in almost everything she does, actually. Like
Yes.
Veep, she was even in that stupid sitcoms on CBS at this point.
The New
but-
Adventures of Old
Yeah,
Christine.
that was good.
It was. I've never
I mean,
seen
look,
it.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it new episodes, but there's been times when I've been like in a hotel just killing time, and it's been on like reruns or some shit.
What is it? What's the
It's just a
storyline
dumb
of that?
sitcom. I mean, I don't remember even at all.
I
but
mean, there's usually, like, I can tell you what Three's Company's overall,
I don't even remember, but I still remember like she's just a funny kind of
Yeah.
does those roles. She punches him up well. She's not. It doesn't seem as corny and cliche as.
Well, dude, she went to Northwestern, so she's obviously smart. Dropped out of there early to go because she won an
SNL, right?
SNL at 21 years old.
Right.
Did 3 years there, and that's what she was talking about this weekend. With she was
She was spilling.
yeah. I mean, none of this surprises
I
me.
know.
I mean,
Wow.
And the details are of nothing nature. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there was drugs.
yeah,
Oh,
she's.
no
I will
shit.
say this: when I've heard her
It's like
talk,
we've heard that from everybody.
Yeah, when I've heard her talk in interviews, she's fine, but she seems like someone who would 100% the most mild things she would come out like she's doing now. You know what I mean?
She was being interviewed by Stephen Colbert. It was at
Oh.
a benefit. Right.
And they finished talking about Trump. And
Right.
then-
Right.
Yeah, how
right.
long
I don't
did
know
that-
what they did. I don't know if they probably did an hour on Trump, but it was a benefit for Montclair Film at Newark's New Jersey Performing Arts Center. She admitted she was very naive upon joining the cast. She didn't really understand how the dynamics worked over there. It was very sexist. Very sexist. People were doing crazy drugs at the time. I was oblivious. I just thought, oh, wow, he's got a lot of energy.
What does drugs have to do with being sexist, by the way?
Well,
I mean,
honest. dude, of course it'd be sexist over there. It's a male-dominated
In the 70s.
in the 70s and 80s and probably today. Those rooms
See,
are just
that would be. You're right though. That's also like when was she there? You said it. I mean, was she?
82 to 85, so 3 years.
Yeah, like that would be way more different to me if she came out recent. Like she hosted last year, and she was like, "Man, I hosted
Pete
last year,
Davidson,
and
boy.
yeah, like it was shocking how much obvious sexism was going on." But like, yeah, you're right. To be in the 80s and
Yeah.
be like, yeah, unfortunately,
Everything was
whatever.
sexist back in the day.
Back when it was okay.
Whoa, crazy.
Headline.
And if you're not naming names and making accusations, then shut up. I hate hearing these things like, oh, it was such a sexist comedy writing room. It's like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but those rooms are vicious. So if you sexist, like, if it's like, assaultive, where your titties are being grabbed every time someone walks in the room, whatever. But when you're writing comedy, I mean, I think that those rooms are, everything gets thrown around, every idea, everything. And it's like, well, we can't do that. Is there a way we could do that? And you could be throwing out horrific ideas. That's kind of what those rooms are like. I mean, if this bothered, she would never have wanted to be in the Drew and Mike studio, especially when we weren't on the air. Holy shit. Some of the conversations that we've had, very proud of those conversations. Glad Julia never worked there. It was so sexist. But she enjoyed none of her time there. None of it. 3 years. The experience helped her develop a system, though, that's guided her for doing, future jobs, taking future jobs. She says it was pretty brutal time, but it was very informative time for me. She added, she won't do any more of this crap unless it's fun. So that's what she learned there. So if I go there and
Well,
That's
the
actually a
stuff
pretty
she's
good-
done
it's worked.
well, yeah.
Right.
So
She would have been good no matter what she did, So yeah, she's 21. I would say that some of the details in here are huge for her. You know what I mean? Like learning how to work with a cast like that, an ensemble cast like that. It's important and so basic, but I just felt like I don't have to. I don't have to do this. I don't have to walk and crawl through the kind of nasty glass if it's not ultimately going to be fulfilling. So that's how I sort of moved forward from that moment. I sort of applied that kind of fun meter to every job I've had, and it's definitely been helpful. Her time, though, on the show, without that, her last season in that third year in 85 was Larry David's first season coming on as a writer. And she hits it off with Larry David because
Right.
they're both fucking miserable being there. He's notorious he hated every second. I think he quit all the time and then just showed back up at work. That's where that storyline came from with
Okay.
Costanza quitting his job with
Right.
the Yankees
Yeah.
and then just showing back up at work because Larry David actually did that at SNL. So, so he and then it was just 4 years later that he co-creates Seinfeld, hires her. So
Right.
That SNL show did a little springboard action for you. Got your name out there a little bit.
That is a good point.
Without it. So after that third season she's on in 85, they gut the staff. They blow everybody out. And the fucking team that replaced them, Dana Carvey, Phil Hartman, Kevin Nealon, Dennis Miller, Jan Hooks, Nora Dunn, Victoria Jackson, and John Lovitz.
boy, they fucked up.
Yeah. That's
the golden.
that's
year.
Murderers Row right there as far as like SNL goes. I think that must have been the first year that Lorne Michaels was back too. Because remember he had 5 years where he wasn't there.
Oh, really?
Those were the years that she was. So they were constantly threatening to cancel that show and whatever. But I don't know. We're seeing this a lot now. People coming out. Oh my God, it was this, it was that. Oh, my time here. It's like, can you just stop it?
Well, nothing's ever
Stop
perfect.
whining.
That's the only thing I think. Like, again, like you said, it'd be one thing if the story, like she doesn't say anything there. Like if the stories were, I got slapped on the ass, I was,
Yeah.
I'd walk in and dongs were in my face. That's one thing.
Walking
but
in,
like,
guys are fucking on
but
my
dude, like
desk.
a lot of people, the thought that guys don't have jobs where you're an intern and you have to work your way up and there's moments that you don't love it or nothing's perfect, especially if you're trying to do show business. So
Yeah,
like when you're saying,
that's the fraudulent side of it. It's like, look, you're in one of the most shallow industries on planet Earth. Like, you don't think that there's, think about the individuals involved in all levels of it. Whether, whether you're at CBS or you're at MTV, it's going to be loaded with creative people that are super right-brained and are constantly inappropriate a lot of the time. I think that's just the nature of it. It doesn't surprise
not
me.
just that, but
like
when-
Simon Cowell is going to go, don't wear that outfit. It's too black. It's not right. It's not good, but I don't know what you do about that. Like, when people are going, if you want this role, dear, you're going to have to lose, at least get a nose job. It's like
I'm not even, I'm not even going like that far. I'm going as far as like when she says, I didn't enjoy it or this or that. It's like, well, yeah, you know what? Like, again, a lot of people, if you were to ask people like what their first acting job would have been like or what, things of these nature are like, that's just kind of sometimes how it is. And it weeds out the people who really want to be an actor and shit. And so without saying, again, real things of sexual allegation, just saying there was a sexist drug. What does drugs doing have to do with sexism at all, by the way? I don't know, but.
Well, she's saying it's bad.
Okay.
It's bad. It was
well,
terrible
some people
time.
want to do cocaine,
Lots
whatever.
of drugs. It's like, yeah, we've heard that forever. That's basically what SNL. It probably still is to some extent.
Yeah. I think
like, and I know that sounds crazy if you're working in corporate America. That the idea that it's just like, oh yeah, I walked in the office, he's doing 10 lines of blow off his desk at 3 a.m. Like, that sounds insane to someone who works at a firm or is an accountant for a living. But in this industry, it's not that surprising.
At the same time, a lot of bad behavior is excused by just going, hey, we're artists.
Yeah,
we're artists.
sure.
A lot is excused. A lot of laziness.
Well, that's why I was trying to say,
bad behavior.
Sure. It is. But that kind of comes, I don't want to say it comes with the territory, but when you have any level of success doing that, a lot is forgiven. It's like, well, I don't know. It brings in a lot of numbers.
Yeah, but it does beg the
sells a
question,
lot
though.
of-
Like, could you have done it in a less boorish way and come to the same conclusion?
Probably.
Right?
But that's not
So-
as fun.
No, I understand.
know. I mean, did Jimi Hendrix need to be dropping acid to write acts?
Right.
Did
It's hard to
Keith
say.
need to be doing heroin to write, Exile on Main Street? I don't know. Probably not. And a lot of guys that got off that stuff went, oh, yeah, I used to say that too. No, it probably stunted my ability to write quality shit. But, I don't know. It is what it is, though, and if you've got popularity and any sort of a following,
I think she needs
that's
to get
hard to
more-
replace. It just is, and your boorish behavior is forgiven, whether you're a rock star or working on SNL.
I think she needs to give more actual. She doesn't have to say names. You don't have to say
But it's
like.
hard. It's hard though. In her defense, like we're reading a summary
Yeah,
of
okay.
what this interview was. We don't
Maybe I'll
know
watch it.
how. Yeah, I mean, you sort of have to know how she brought it up, what the context was.
Mm-hmm.
This is just somebody summarizing it, so she may have.
It might have just been a sentence
or
in a-
it may have been a
an hour thing
sentence.
where she-
Exactly.
yeah.
And it may have been like, hey, compared to nowadays, and
Right.
that would be helpful, right? If she were to say, look, it's really improved a lot. That'd be nice to hear.
Yeah.
But
Well, they do that sketch on SNL every once in a while where they've got it's like a version of The Talk or something. We got 4 girls and they're doing an interview or discussion back and forth, and one of them is much older and they're all in acting, and it's like her stories versus theirs. They're like, oh, being a woman in Hollywood now, it's a nightmare. I make it's only 70 cents on the dollar to what the men make, and this girl's like, oh wow, I used to get and her stories are horrific.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
abuse she went through in the 60s.
so you compare it to today's, and it's like, ugh.
They're all like, what? And every one of her stories is about being fucking molested or violated.
Right, if I didn't lick the tip of this guy's dick in just the right way, I might not even be on the show next week or something.
I mean, they were just treated like such shit, not paid at all, and slapped around, and
Yeah.
it's a funny sketch, but I imagine it's probably very much like that for Julie Louis, and I imagine her shows now are not very sexist in nature. But
Well, in the most important news of the day, Mike, did you see the moose fight?
moose fight, meese.
You did not see the moose fight? Isis.
Did you see the drunk fucking raccoon?
Yes.
Did you see the birds wearing derbies?
I did.
Okay.
The moose fight is way better than both combined.
Now, who is the moose fighting? Is it a fair fight?
Isis, bring it up.
You love animals fighting.
Look, and I'll say this in advance. I don't. This could totally be fake commentary, but regardless, it is a marvelous display of nature.
Really?
I mean,
So the commentary is good, whoever's recording this? I mean, there's
It's-
that one
it's
guy
so
that
good
does it professionally.
And maybe people out there are yelling fake. I don't know. Maybe this has been proven to be fake. Maybe it will be. but it's so well done commentary wise that it sort of begs that question.
Who cares though? If it's good, it's good. It's not the guy that does that for a living, right? That
I
guy's
don't know. I
hilarious.
don't know, dude. I don't know.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't.
No,
think
he's
find
not
him
the
as funny
English
as
guy,
you
The
think he
English
is.
guy that does, the kangaroo with a
Yeah,
right, a
no,
vicious
no,
right.
no, no, no.
Okay, and that guy's good though. I'm not knocking him.
I actually don't find that guy that funny, but I know a lot of people do.
All right, so this is a display of nature in the midst of suburbia.
Dude, this is literally on someone's driveway.
This
in
is on a
neighborhood.
driveway in I don't know what state, but it could be anywhere America. Watch this.
It's experiencing fall right now, so it's probably somewhere in the Midwest. But go ahead.
Fucking shit. Ma! Ma, come outside. There's a fucking moose.
Two bull
Buffalo or
moose.
some shit. They're fighting. Where the fuck are you going? Ma!
somewhere in the
Boston,
East Coast for
East
sure.
Coast,
Yeah.
This is some fucking National Geographic shit. Ma, call the fucking cops or the ASPCA. There's
That's-
animals fighting in the front lawn.
Doesn't that sound like Michael?
Oh, shit.
Sounds like the Jerky Boys.
Holy fucking shit.
Listen to him
Ma!
call him Buffalo or some shit.
Ma, come outside. There's a fucking moose or a buffalo or some shit. They're fighting. Where the
Sounds
fuck
like
are you
Michael
going?
Rappaport.
Ma!
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's not
Holy
Michael.
Shit. This is some fucking National Geographic shit. Ma, call a
Look at
fucking
them,
cop to
locking
the
their antlers.
ASPCA.
Yeah. What are they
There's
upset about?
animals fighting in
Look at
the
a hair
front
standing up on
lawn.
the back of their necks.
Look at that,
Oh,
dude.
No,
shit.
no, I'm on the rocks now.
Holy fuck.
It's hard to stand up when you're meese on a driveway.
Yeah,
Blacktop,
it sure is.
A wet driveway.
Hooves are not meant for driveways. They really aren't.
Isn't that something?
I want to know what they're angry about.
Well, it's a territorial thing, I'm sure.
think?
Sex, territory.
My garage.
Yeah, that's
Territory
those two
equals
things,
sex.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you think he's claimed that garage, and now this other bull moose comes walking up. He's like, "Get out of there!"
No, he's
Or a
like
moose
any
vagine.
any vagine that walks
Yeah.
through here is mine. No,
No,
it's mine.
Well, then I'll fight you for it.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
what do they
dude.
fight to? Do they fight to exhaustion or death?
I don't know, man.
I mean, I think it's just until one person gives up. It's not necessarily
I can't
death,
imagine
but
it's death.
right.
Well, if one guy's kicking someone's ass really bad, the sad part is, you know how you get
He
that
just
one guy that
walks
jumps in.
away.
Oh, enough, guys. Like, who's going to jump in? I can't jump in and separate
No,
those
in animals,
guys.
it just ends, and then the
Yeah.
one walks away with the tail between the legs.
Well, and
just-
one's probably wounded enough that it gets infected, and then it
Yeah.
does result in death down the
Yeah.
line, right?
It's
It's not going to
bad,
survive
dude,
the winter. It's not going to survive the winter.
Absolutely
You know, in
not.
humans, like, we can lose you could lose a fight at a bar and have a few girls in that bar just be like, oh, what a fag, I'm not going to bang him. But, like, in animal nature, like, he's just going to be done.
Oh,
you lose
yes.
a fight for territory,
Oh, yes.
and now the rest of your life
Yep.
you're just kind of walking
Dude,
around.
No cow is looking at you, you bull moose.
Some of those PBS, ones with narrated by what's his name, the National Geographic dude. You guys
Yeah.
know. I mean, some of those are hilarious when it's like, there's this one spot where water pools all year, and they want to drink from it. It's like, there's one dude, and he's got like 6 bitches
Yeah.
with him, horses, and it's like,
His harem.
yeah, and they're down there drinking their water, and then there's a bigger dude up on the hill, and he's like, I'm going to go whoop his ass and take his bitches.
Yep.
And then he'll walk down
how
there
the
and be
world
like,
works.
What's going on, ladies? And, what's with the ladies, too? It's like, what? He gets assaulted by a much bigger horse, and all of a sudden they're like, fuck you, pussy. We're going with him now.
It's all about what sperm they want inside them. Carry on the race, right? The
Right.
species.
Dude, I was reading about ducks the other day, because I remember hearing this story about ducks having huge cocks. You ever heard that? Yeah.
I feel like I'd remember that.
Yeah. It's a giant dick measuring contest for them. Like, guys, if you've got a smaller dick, they'll beat you up and shame you and steal chicks from you. And the chick ducks don't want to be banged. It's just a rape, essentially. It's just rape that goes on with these guys. There are only a few species of birds that even have panuses.
But then don't they mate for life though? You do see
Some,
yeah,
not all.
the North American mallard.
I don't know what the mallards like. So ducks do have them. They've earned a reputation for having some of the most bizarre cocks of all. Corkscrew-shaped panuses,
Oh, gross.
complex vagines.
Dicks are gross enough.
I know.
Corkscrew it. Ugh.
A group from Alaska, and this story goes back a year ago or so that they did this report. A group from Alaska recorded a ruddy duck, and with a 16-inch dong. Yeah, think about how big.
How
a
long is
duck-
the duck?
Oh, it's twice as big as the duck is.
What?
Yep. Much longer than the bird itself. Duck penis expert. Imagine having that title. Duck penis expert Patricia Brennan How do you get into a field that is so narrow as to be duck penis expert? Wow. So she's the lead author on a new study from the AUK. I don't know what that is. Looking at whether ducks' social environment impacts the growth and ultimate size of their panusse. The study found that the social environment does play a part in how long these birds' panuses can grow, suggesting that some can grow larger dicks to compete with other males. So in the research, they found that male and female duck genitalia have co-evolved together. There's secret passages in the vagine of a duck so that so this dude will blow a load in there and it's a fake. It's a fake. They don't want to get knocked up by this rapist.
Wow.
Yes. So they have very complex vagines in response to male ducks forcing themselves on them. Male ducks have developed long spiral-shaped panuses to get around the challenges of the tricky duck vagine. Did you have any idea?
No.
So duck dongs are kept inside out in a sack inside their bodies. The male ducks thrust it outwards whenever he feels the moment is right.
Do we have an image, Jesus?
They
I'm
caught
a
video.
visual learner,
Brennan
so while
caught
I've
video of
heard
this.
these facts,
I don't have that video.
unable to
See
truly
if you
learn
can-
them.
Just find duck penis pictures. There's some out there. You can see the.
Oh,
clips.
gross, dude.
Yeah, look at that, right? Yeah, that's my dong.
Oh, my God.
He's a beautiful bird, though. Other than that, look at that bill. Look at that blue bill.
These are awesome.
Look at that corkscrewed panuse.
That is so gross.
So let's see. She looked at the ruddy duck, known to be very promiscuous. This dude wants to bang everything, and the lesser scalp, which has a smaller panuse and forms seasonal pair bonds. So maybe the females love big dongs because they indicate something about the males, but I already sort of knew that wasn't going to be likely because of these forced copulations. The other option, she thought, is that longer penises give males an edge when they're competing against other males for the same partner. In that case, it would be more males showboating. They're just like dudes showing off. The biggest dick in the room is showing off. And that guy can't wait. Ruddy ducks are very horny ducks with extremely long panuses to start with. They're at the evolutionary end of how far you can push a panuse. In this group, dominant males physically intimidate the littler ducks. As a result, some of the smaller ruddy ducks showed a reproductive delay. He's beating up everybody else so they can't grow giant panuses like he can. So the males would rush to peck any of the smaller males that display to females. So if he's like, yeah, look at my thing. These guys go over there and like peck, 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 knock him down a notch. So yeah, let's see. A duck's panuse, corkscrew shaped with ridges and backward pointing fleshy spines.
I don't know if this is.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
I don't know if this is.
Oh, God.
Here, wait a minute. It's you didn't see the worst part. You gotta wait till.
Oh
they get
no.
in here.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, they have a ruler out.
Oh God.
Oh, here it comes out.
Oh, no.
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 Look at it extend from his body. Oh, my gosh. It's like a worm just crawling out of there.
Yep.
Dude.
Does it shoot? And then it.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
Why
Yeah,
did
that's the one. That's the Brennan video.
Okay.
They're like, it's a must watch. Is it? I don't know if that's a must watch. The female ducks have long, twisted vagines.
Known as the Brennan video. It's like the Zapruder film.
Brennan has captured the video. Here it is. It's a must watch. I was like, really? So female ducks have long, twisted vagines that have a number of spirals. However, the female duck vagine also has some dead-end pockets that
wild.
can engage if they do not want to be fertilized by the male duck that is mounting them.
So they can just squeeze it off, kind of.
Yeah, they'll just be like, nope, hole's closed. Go in there. Yeah, fine. Shoot in there. So, or they, the female ducks can open themselves up to a male duck by lifting their tail feathers. Be like, yeah, come on in, pal. And relaxing and contracting the vagine. 1 in 3 duck mating events are rapes, period. Just straight up rapes.
Wow.
And I don't know if they're doing anything about that, if anyone's investigating.
Has the Me Too movement got to this situation?
It hasn't gotten to the ducks as far as I know.
Is there a hashtag for this? Maybe, we can help somehow.
Duck rape is still rape. Hashtag me too. I bet there's some people out there who identify as ducks. In that case,
a
if
good point.
they're raped, maybe then they could start,
Right.
So, yeah, they say that they're so violent, these rapes of ducks by other ducks, that they've evolved in a way that their vagine can trick the male into blowing a load into a dead end and thus avoid the unwanted pregnancy from this violent rapist duck. Yeah.
That means I think if there's an evolutionary, like if they have that, that means it's just been years.
Yeah, how many
of
millions
years
of years has
of
it taken?
raping through ducks. Like there's been, and so there must be ducks now that know. Like I wonder if they could know about it and be like, you know, and they're like, oh, that I know I have some kids around here somewhere, and she's like, oh yeah, I don't know what happens.
Going back to his you know, wherever the mallard hangs out with his boys. Like, dude, I banged Linda first 100%.
100%.
Blew a load in her, 100%. Anyone seen her with little ducklings? Nothing, man. What's going on?
Oh, and then your friends would know. They'd be like, oh, she didn't want it.
No,
doesn't like you. She doesn't like you.
Well, maybe that's how they found. They're just starting to get wind of this secret passage, and more articles that are written about this. You know, because that's what they want. They want to have more ducks around, and women are cutting it off. It's like, Bill, you got to stop raping them so hard. They're closing their vagine off to you. Crazy.
Nature.
It's amazing. It is amazing.
I know.
Evolution. It's crazy.
Hey, our friend Mark Leibovitz wants to ask you, do you need an annuity rescue? If you purchased an annuity 5 or more years ago, you're probably paying too high of fees. There are better, lower fee options now. If you have an annuity you want reviewed, call Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial. See if he can save you thousands of dollars in fees. Call 248-626-2000 and ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Elizabeth Smart. She plays the harp. Elizabeth, do you want to play your harp? Ed Smart is the father of Elizabeth Smart. Gave his first interview publicly today on CBS with Oprah's lover, ex-lover. Is Gail?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what the deal is there.
What's going on with her and Stedman and
Yeah,
the triangle?
See,
I don't
Oprah
know.
came out the other day and said her and Stedman do not buy each other gifts.
Oh,
The holidays. Worried about them.
What is the deal? Like, honestly,
Why would you need to buy Oprah a gift
that's
anyway?
probably
Like,
what they resolved, honestly. Like,
Right,
Yeah,
like that's a good
we
point.
can
Like,
buy each other anything on the planet. Like, what are we doing?
I think she might have said Stedman sucks at it. And it's like, well, what do you get Oprah?
and so she is married to Stedman?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think
No,
they ever got
there's-
married.
She's living in sin with Stedman.
I think has
Is
been
that
for
the deal?
decades.
Yeah.
Or he's her beard. I don't know.
Yeah, it's, Stedman's very, very hard to.
I don't see like. It just seems like it's so funny how like you don't really see like photo. Like it's not like often that you see them together, right? It's just Oprah.
I don't know.
does
I
her-
don't really see Oprah anymore, even by herself. Do you? I mean, do you see
Gotcha.
pictures nowadays? Of,
She's yeah.
Still
She's got
huge?
Doesn't she have the Oprah magazine still that she's
don't know.
doing?
she's been off my radar.
And I believe she's on the cover of every issue.
Oh, really?
Think about that for a second. You have a magazine called O, and you're on the cover of every month. Not into myself at all. So, anyways, he did this interview for the first time since coming out a few months ago. Remember that? He made
Yes.
the announcement that he is, in fact,
Surprised everyone,
Homo.
shocked
And it was
the country. Like, yeah, Ed, we knew.
Yeah, we knew 20 years ago, Ed. What are you talking about?
There they are.
There's Stedman.
No, your titties look great like that. Doesn't look painful at all, Ope.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look how crushed those things
Yeah,
are.
those are crushed.
So they're at the Oscars.
You think he's been betwixt those?
Of course.
Yeah, he's gotten in there. hasn't
Assuming
he?
that he has had sex with her.
Well,
That you're
Assuming
assuming,
a lot.
that.
when is that from?
What was Stedman? Do you
That's
know?
not bad.
What was he?
Like, what is he?
Oh, I
Like,
think he's some financial guy. Or something.
Yeah, yeah. I
okay,
think so
just
too.
some dude.
Yeah, he wasn't just some low life. Like he had a career.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is my recollection.
not a bad gig, right? I mean, would you be Stedman?
Yes.
I think I would.
Great,
be
wouldn't
Stedman.
it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just hook up with a billionaire chick that is in the limelight, and you stay out of it and
Yeah.
don't go to any of that stuff. So, anyways, Ed, he's 64. He shared intimate details about his internal battle to come to terms with his sexuality. This is a 2-part interview. And how do you cure being gay? There's no cure. And for all those out there struggling, same spot I was, there is no cure. It's absolutely not a choice. And I wish my wife knew that. I wish that more than anything. Sounds like she does not buy that. She has 34 years, 6 kids with this dude. And he's like, by the way, I dig cocks more than you. And so they're getting divorced.
You hear of this though? This happens.
Yeah, I
you
know, it's
Where gay guys try to
crazy.
suppress it and they get married and they do the whole family
I'm
thing,
just
and then
shocked, like-
30 years later,
I know.
I'm seriously
Shocked
shocked,
that the
you're
wife-
able. No, like you're able to like. It just seems odd that you're still able to like get it that hard and like insert
probably
it.
buy
like,
to some extent. I mean, it's so mechanical for
Yeah,
dudes. You
there's
know?
a spectrum, probably.
is it?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I can't imagine getting hard with a dude's asshole in front of me. But,
And then it's
I mean,
are you looking at gay porn like right before then or something, or do you have to like know
If the
oh, she wants
paradigm
it
is
tonight?
I need to marry this guy and I need to raise kids with this guy, then yeah, you probably do get hard for even though you want the vagine.
Yeah.
You're probably like, well, this is what society says, so here I
Yeah.
am hard for the butthole.
plus he's a lifelong member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, whatever, the Mormons.
Probably frowned upon in those circles.
Oh, he's quitting. He's quit the church. He still believes in God and whatnot, but you know the church was not supportive of the homosexual man or woman. So he was married for more than 3 decades. 17 years after Elizabeth's rescue, Ed made headlines again. He announced to friends and family he's gay. His first TV network interview, he explained his decision to come out and was not one he took lightly. He's felt attracted to men throughout his life. That's got to be a tip. That's got to be a big, sign.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you're going through life and you're just like, oh my God, look at that guy. Oh, I'd like to take a bite out of his ass.
If you're saying that to yourself,
Yeah, in your
Probably
head.
gay.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're probably gay.
look at the mustache on that gentleman. Wow. Wouldn't mind making out with that face.
You're probably gay.
Probably want to at least open yourself up to the possibility. So yeah, he said, I never wanted to identify as being gay. Why would God do this to me? Why? It was taught that it was not acceptable, that you were a deviant. You were a bad person if you thought these things. So I never wanted to identify as that. I went to therapists. I went to my church leaders. Nah, not a good move there. That's not where you want to go, Ed. I mean, I literally called my bishop one morning and I said, I feel like I've stabbed Lois in the heart. I went to my other church leader. I said to him, so am I gay? Am I gay? He probably can't answer that, although we could.
Yeah, we did.
We
as soon as
we
we
knew.
saw him on the news.
Elizabeth, get your
Oh, that guy's
It was
gay.
like, oh,
Elizabeth
shit.
Smart's dad is gay.
Wow.
I honestly
wow.
wonder what those conversations.
He was dude. He was just like, "Hi, Elizabeth." Can you find old clips of Ed Smart, Elizabeth Harp, any of that shit? It was hilarious.
What was it? Ed Smart and
Ed Smart, Elizabeth. Have you seen her play the harp? Remember that harp? He was always on that
Yes.
harp.
Harping on the harp.
Yeah.
She was excellent harp player, though.
Was she?
Oh, yes. Mike,
Is it
how many harp players do you know? She was right up there.
the harp? Is
Right up there. Right up there.
Yeah.
It can't be easy to
With
play.
who?
Don't say it's going to be easy to play.
Well, I mean, outside,
dude, it's got like 58 strings, man.
I know, but all you do is just.
No, that's not
It's
all
like
you
wind
do.
chimes.
No, that's what you. Are you going to say playing the piano is just going down the keys?
All right,
no,
that's fair.
man.
The only people I know that play the fucking
Elizabeth
harp
Smart?
and angels.
There. Boom.
Does anyone else play the harp? Where do you even buy a harp? Have you ever seen a harp store?
I can't say I have.
We need to open one.
Yeah,
There's
well.
a lack of harp stores,
See a need in the market.
especially
you fill
around the
it.
Yuletide.
Yeah.
Oh, this is our season to be selling harps.
What would that conversation? Honestly, I wonder what those serious conversations are like when someone like actually it's on their mind. They go to like their father, and they sit down like, you know what, dude.
It's got to be
I don't know if it's,
excruciating
I've
to have this.
I've been
Secret?
I've had this thing, and to be honest with you, I've had sex with other men, and like going.
Yeah,
like,
does he say
like,
that? Does he admit it?
I don't know.
I've had gay sex.
I don't
Like
know.
I've like
If you have to ask another human being, am
you
I
are.
gay? Yes,
but
yes.
I'm not asking
yes.
if you're gay. I'm just saying that conversation as a religious person, though. Like he's like in the confessional, if you're a Catholic or something, and you're sitting there and like, I gotta say I've sinned.
Yeah.
I've
And the-
laid with another man.
Yeah, and the priest is
several-
like, yeah, so am I. Whatever.
Dude, I'm fucking boys. What do you-
Welcome to the club.
Whatever.
At least you're not fucking
got-
kids.
Yeah. Can we switch seats for a minute and I'll tell you about my shit? Wow. Oh, you fucked a man?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Get out of here, you.
Dude, my shit, I go to jail for my shit, pal. So yeah, I went to therapists, the church leaders. So am I gay? Am I gay? And he said to me, I don't think so. Come on, church leader. You have to, like, you're going to lie to this man's face? And then he said, there is a spectrum. It's like, okay. Ed felt relief at the church leader's response because it gave him hope that he may not actually be gay. So I was like, no, Ed. And then, years later, he's finding it. But, dude, that conversation with your unsuspecting, in any way, wife of 34 years,
But-
mother of your 6
Would
children.
she really not be? I
You're
wonder.
assuming
She's
not
devastated.
you're assuming she hasn't suspected. How could you not, man? I'm not saying every effeminate person is gay. Obviously, right?
Right. But I don't even.
But
no.
dude, if you live with somebody for 34 years, you live with that guy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have some clues along the way.
You don't think it's easy to just turn a blind eye? Like, some people don't want to see it. And so she could have been walking around going, oh, God, how did that gay porn get on the computer like
Yeah.
that? Oof. And Ed goes, I don't know.
Denial,
Must have been a
denial,
pop-up.
denial.
Crazy.
Must have been a pop-up. Okay, it was a pop-up. And she just believes that because all she knows is she's been married for 30-plus years, has 6 kids with this guy. Do you have any video?
Really?
I
6
don't really
kids?
know what
I
video
missed
they
that
were. I
fact.
don't understand. Were they on a TV show or something? Because I don't know.
Yeah, he'd be on his driveway when wait, it's a miracle they found Elizabeth.
I mean, I just put their names and went to videos, so I don't really know.
They're older ones, dude. You know what I'm talking about, Jay? Like, they'd be...
I mean, I do remember him talking on TV, even when she was missing, going, "Oh yeah, that guy's
Oh, yeah.
gay."
But I mean, should I do interviews?
I
mean,
would say I would put Harp in there. I would, because we had drops from it, all types of shit. If you can find it, let me know. So yeah, living with the pain and the guilt I have for so many years, not willing to accept the truth about my orientation, has at times brought me to the point where I question whether life was worth living. He hid his homosexuality for so many years because, as a lifelong member of the Mormon Church, he felt he could only stand by in silence as the gay community were people were ridiculed, shunned, rejected, humiliated. My faith is strong and unwavering. However, after considerable study, prayer, and pondering, it's nice to see some people are still pondering. You know, these
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
It's kind of a nice thing.
Kind of a
you know?
lost art.
It really is.
The ponder.
So he did some pondering on his own, and he came to a change in his beliefs. It's because of this change that I can finally acknowledge and accept my orientation.
So he's definitely done it, right? He's definitely had gay sex.
I don't
If
know.
you've accepted your orientation, the first thing a gay guy is going to do is run out there and have gay sex.
So where's
I mean,
he
come on.
going? Like, fly to San Francisco and hit a bathhouse? Like, what do you-
Wherever. I mean, dude, you cannot suppress a gay dude who's now admitted to himself, all right, I've accepted this, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Bam, you're out.
You're out.
Go get it.
Yeah.
Is opening up for the very first time in an interview.
So, yeah, I don't know. Do you have to have sex before you can go, I am an openly gay man?
No, but if he has come so far as to go on national TV to admit that he's accepted he's gay and he's announcing he's gay, he's definitely had gay sex.
He announced it 3 months ago on the Facebook or whatever.
I remember that.
So you think he's had 3 months of
Yes.
running wild?
Just on fire.
running wild.
He's
Especially
just,
because it's gay, especially with guys, dude. Like,
especially gay sex.
no, because it's just so much easier.
Yes.
Guys want it. Like, it's not the same chase that
Yep.
I have to go to at the bar to find a girl. So if he fucking decided he was on gay, he could be on Grindr, he could be on shit. He could be getting fucking dudes every day
Yes.
for 3 months, different
Yeah,
ones.
I mean, they have clubs where it's a gay bar.
It's like, why are we wasting time talking right now?
Every single person that walks in there can, if they choose, bang a dude. There's someone in there that'll bang you.
Yep.
Or let you bang them, whatever.
Yep.
Probably right there in the stall. You know, just the nature of guys. That's all. So as an openly gay man, the church is not a place where I find solace any longer. It is not my responsibility to tell the church, its members, or its leadership what to believe about the rightness or wrongness of being gay. Acceptance and love is what makes the world a better place. Guilt and shame that too many secretly endure is something I wouldn't wish on anyone. That's a great message by him. It's not your place to judge. Judgy McJudgerson. Church
No.
people.
We don't want to shame anybody.
No.
We don't want to put anybody on the spot.
We don't
if it
shame.
looks funny, we go over and say,
Spalt.
So you think there were a lot of people going up to Ed Smart? We should get a hold of him and send him to a Jack's meeting.
A lot of church members. Yes. Hook him up with Jerry. What,
Yeah,
you know?
Jerry could show him the ropes, right? Can you think of a better teacher than
I
Jerry?
can't. I'm trying. I can't.
I mean, think about it. You know, take him to a barbecue shop.
it's always the same and always different. There's always a bunch of naked guys having a wonderful time together.
I can't think of a better teacher.
Well, I am a doctor in sexology.
Sure, you could teach him about docking.
Sure.
Can you imagine the first time Ed Smart docks? Wow, exciting times.
What
man.
what is docking?
What is docking? What is docking? Elizabeth, have you heard of docking? Can you not find it on there?
No.
That's all right. Oh, we got to take a quick break. Anyways.
Docking is the insertion of one man's glands into the foreskin of another's.
Very well put. And with that, we'll go into a Hamlet spot really quick. We'll be right back. All right. Thank you, Hamlin Pubs. Bette Midler facing some backlash today. I don't know if you saw what she
I did.
She, do you have the picture? I don't know if she took this picture or just shared it.
The picture.
The picture.
She's taking a lot of heat for. It's assumed she's taking the picture because
Right.
a lot of the heat she's taking is like you didn't get
Permission.
from these 3 kids.
Anyone
Are you
does.
serious?
I see
Well-
posting people's license plates and shit all the time.
It's a slapback though, E, because she's criticizing them, and so people are responding like, you're sitting there criticizing these 3 kids, and
Okay.
I'm sure you didn't get permission from them to take this.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
but
here
it's
we
a
are in an
Twitter.
art museum. Do we know where?
this is the Metropolitan
Okay.
in New York.
There's 3 young ladies. I don't know,
3 teens.
freshmen, something like that.
3 teen girls, and they're all staring into their cell phone.
Sitting on a bench in the middle of an art gallery
Mm-hmm.
with some beautiful. Is that beautiful? You know what? Here's the story. The hell is behind them?
That art is hideous.
Why were they always painting fat chicks?
I don't know. And the sizes are terrible. Like, if you've got to gaudy up your frame so much
Oh my god, yeah.
to that level,
They're changing the subject.
You are changing the subject. Your art is shit.
Yes. Imagine that just with frameless, just on the wall. You'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's
Be at the curb on Mondays for
okay
garbage
depiction
day.
of a fat chick, but
Yeah.
other than that, I don't know.
Boy, they loved the fat chick, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Just
That poor man.
laying there. Yeah. So her point, she says, "What's wrong with this picture?" And she's got 3 girls buried in their phones.
Yeah.
And I guess she wants everybody to go, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yes.
the problem with kids today. That's the problem with the youth. They don't have the attention span they used to. Can't even go to an art gallery. So Bette throws that easy Nerf toss.
Dude,
out
I
there.
would argue when you talk about art galleries like this, dude. Like when you went to the art gallery, like if you were in 8th grade, and like, we're gonna go to the DIA. No one gave a fuck about these old photos, right? Like, did you really walk
No,
around and everyone just sat there and talked to their
A
friends
lot
and
of
waited
naked
until
chicks,
it
though.
was lunch?
A lot of naked paintings of chicks.
Good point. All fat chicks.
Yeah,
But
but-
yeah, to your point,
Like-
I think just the attitude of a teenager is the
Right.
same whether you have phones or not. Back
Yeah.
then, we would have just been sitting there,
Yeah.
right?
We would have been playing
Staring
tag
and
in
waiting
the
until
mat.
you had your like lunch that you were gonna
Yeah.
get or something, or
The fact that they're not engrossed in the beauty of the art behind them.
you got to be older to
Yeah.
even get
Okay, boomer.
Right, exactly.
So she writes on the picture that she tweets out, "What's wrong with this picture?" Suggesting they were,
I would
their
say the
phones.
fat chick in the back.
Yeah, that's what I would have said
That's
too.
my
Now that
first-
I look at it, yeah,
I would rank that number 1.
that's the number
What's
one
wrong?
problem.
Yeah.
Any issue with the creepy guy staring way too close
He's
to
way
that
too
picture? Like,
close.
dude, back the fuck
Dude,
off.
I don't know if I've met
Where's his
breathing
hands,
on
too?
it.
Where are his hands?
Yeah, I don't.
Could it be argued he's above the waistband?
Yes, I mean, I don't know what's going on
Okay,
there,
that's
but
number 2.
he's
Fat
missing
chick,
a
masturbating
wife
man.
next to him.
By the way, the last time I went, this was I think now, God, already 2 years ago, I think. But like the last time I went with Ty to the DIA, I was had to be told that I was looking too closely at a painting.
Would you
There's
get
a 6-inch rule or
a
something?
nose smudge on it?
I know there's like a 6-inch rule, I guess, or something.
What were you doing within
Why
6
were you
inches of a
upset?
I was just
painting?
looking at some, like details. It was one. It was like a landscaped one, and I was just
Dude.
kind of looking at.
To your point, E, it is amazing when you go up close to a good painting, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
step
The
back and you
color.
see the whole picture, and then you step forward, and it's like, oh my gosh, the brush
Brush
strokes
strokes.
that went into this,
Yeah.
creating this beautiful.
Yeah, it was like a
masterpiece.
landscape. I
So
think.
you're
and I
enjoying
didn't,
that, huh?
yeah, and I didn't even realize it. And this guy, the guy came up and said, "Excuse me, we're like 6 inches away or something."
In
like
his
that.
defense, he probably gets to do that once, maybe
Yes.
twice
I
a
know.
shift.
Oh, I get it.
Where he gets to wield a little bit of power. Hey, son, would you back up, please?
Oh, for sure. I agree. If I were him, dude, you got 8 hours. You're sitting there just kind of watching old bags walk through there. Might as
Yeah.
well get your chance. So.
Yeah, so he gets to, puff up a little
But
bit.
it's just me when Jay said it, how close he was to it. It reminded me that the time that I did get
6-inch
told.
rule.
It was
All
something
right.
like that.
So Twitter, her tweet is
Oh,
met
boy.
with fear. People are furious with old Bette.
I actually-
Bette Midler. I'll tell you what's wrong with this fucking picture, Bette.
Oh, jeez.
Taking a photo of 3 random, seemingly underage girls and making fun of them on Twitter. Almost definitely without permission from any of the girls' picture.
Not needed.
That's creepy, Bette.
Not needed. You don't need permission to take in my
public.
opinion.
If someone's in public.
Right, it's a Twitter. It's not like she says, and these are their names and addresses, or I don't know, whatever.
Another wrote, what's wrong with this picture? Nothing, Bet. I see 3 young women at a museum, probably looking at the museum app on their phone to read more about the paintings.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Not probable, possible.
Possible,
Yeah.
sure. Usually they would give you a lot of times like the DIA, the
devices.
handheld. Yeah.
Looks like a big Merlin unit.
Yes.
It's just always way too big than it has to be.
Dude, I went to the Star Wars one,
Yes.
the headphones.
Yeah.
The foam headphones with the metal fucking...
Absolutely.
It's like, dude, really? This is what we're wearing? I've got a Sony Walkman attached to my hip?
Yeah, but weren't they disposable?
I don't remember.
See, I actually got, when I went down to San Antonio that time, I thought this was actually awesome. We did we paid for the tour to do the Alamo, and they gave you like
I love those.
They give
Those
you
are great.
just one little ear set. Everyone got one, and you could control the volume, and the dude
Yeah.
was able to just talk
Yeah.
naturally, and it was right in your ear, and it was fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
Like,
great.
Yeah.
Another added. Let's see here. Nothing, Bet. Absolutely nothing. I see 3 young people in the gallery, and if they want to use their phones and rest their museum legs by perching on a bench, then that's cool.
Very
museum
possible
legs.
too, though,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Where you're just
Possible.
like, dude.
Now,
been
one
here
moment, like,
3
what
hours.
if for real they really
No.
were looking at shit for 3 hours?
This last comment of the example I have. Now, I got a problem with this. We'll see if you can figure out what my problem with this tweet is. In art galleries, I struggle to stay standing due to my disability. So I take breaks, sit, look at my phone, get my blood pressure back, and then continue to look at art and enjoy myself. Fuck you. Think before you speak.
God. Oh my God.
Was that just, is she changing the subject?
Gratuitous.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Like,
was
oh my gosh, what's your
Oh,
disability?
disability.
Dude, that
I had no idea.
That
I'm
reminds me of literally the last time. Same trip, man. San Antonio. When I was going to that Pack Green trip, though, like
It's an eventful trip.
Someone was selling tickets to the show, like on the like there was a page, and they're like down the comments. Oh, I've got some tickets available, and so he goes, oh, blah blah. And then the guy goes, yeah, I have 2 tickets available as my wife will be in surgery on Monday, and I think I told you guys about this. Like,
Yeah.
my wife will be in surgery on Monday, and I won't be able to attend. It's like,
Oh my gosh, best
Oh, wow.
wishes,
How's
sir.
she doing?
Yeah.
How's this woman I've never met in my life and never will? How is she? I'm so sorry to hear that.
fucking put yourself on the tickets, dude.
For all you know, she's getting titty augmentation. She's getting a big fat ass put in. You don't know. It could be
What's this
elective
whole
surgery.
paragraph about his wife's having
Dude, people
surgery.
that feel the need to publicly announce
Too much
Well,
information.
due to my disability, sometimes I need to sit and get my blood pressure. Oh God, you're a treat to be
Yeah, instead of
around.
just making the larger point, like, hey, Bet, you don't know.
There
They
could be
resting.
reasons, right?
Yeah, could be myriad reasons
Yeah.
why they would need to sit like that. Probably not. They appear to be healthy youngsters, but Piers Morgan also came after her. Is that some smart-ass busybody singer is publicly shaming 3 young people minding their own business in an art gallery?
That's it, man. That's it.
This is not the first time Bet has gotten in some trouble with the Twitter, and I think I'm a fan of Bette Midler. So she got in hot water in August 2016. She misgendered and dead-named Caitlyn Jenner after I Am Kate was canceled. Now that I Am Kate has been canceled, will she go back to being Bruce? Will Chris take him back? Do I smell a re-wedding?
Wow.
You gotta.
I wouldn't expect that from Bet.
I wouldn't either. You gotta know that that's gonna cause
Yeah.
a little bit of trouble. She's also accused of slut shaming. I thought this wasn't bad. She snapped at Kim Kardashian, who posted a risque picture online. Kim Kardashian tweeted a nude selfie today. If Kim wants us to see a part of her we've never seen, she's going to have to swallow the camera. It's not bad,
Actually
right?
pretty
I've
alright.
actually heard that before.
Oh,
I think
really?
she borrowed
Uh-oh.
that from someone. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I've honestly
Oh,
heard that
no.
joke, and maybe
Wow,
maybe I had
boy,
heard
that's
that
a vicious accusation.
It is a
right
vicious
there.
accusation, but I definitely have heard that phrase before.
Wow.
Jesus, Google that, will you? Use those words. Google it. Hey, insurance, we all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. Brent has over 30 years in the business. He offers all types of insurance coverage. And given that Isis is busy Googling that joke,
Oh, yeah.
I'll say it includes auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900. I've heard the joke before.
I hope to God you're right, because that kind of accusation leveled at Bette Midler is devastating. If she
Coming
starts
from me, I mean,
becoming known as a
wow.
joke thief, wow, there's almost nothing worse than an accusation like that. We got this. Did you see that video?
Personally, by the way, when I Google it, all it comes up is Bette Midler on Twitter. Bette Midler on
Maybe
Twitter.
I recall her doing that. I've
you wanna
heard that
recant?
joke. I said it right away. I said I've heard that joke before. Maybe it was that I heard that tweet.
Well,
You're the one who postured it as a theft.
well, I mean, I've heard that joke before. You've said that to me before, and it's like the immediate accusation that is left, that is felt. It feels attacking.
You might have
in
heard it. You
nature.
might have in reality just heard it when there was uproar about this.
That's what
And
I
was-
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. See, I would rather you went that route instead of viciously attacking and accusing Bette Midler of joke thievery like you just did.
Good thing we recorded the conversation, and you can go back and listen to exactly what I said versus how Mike is posturing it.
Did you see the video of the chick doing the reporter covering the marathon, the
Yeah.
half and full, and one of the guys, someone runs by and smacks her on the ass?
Not just someone, a youth pastor.
Well, no. He's got to get his jollies too.
Something's happened.
So, yeah, but he's blowing by. Like, you can't see him. It took Twitter a day to like
Dox him.
to figure out who the fuck he
He's
was.
now being
based on-
canceled.
Yeah. Tommy Calloway is the guy's name. He was seen on video running up to behind reporter Alex Bazarjian and taking a swipe and just smacking her on the can. She posted the video to Twitter with the caption, "To the man who smacked my butt on live TV this morning, you violated, objectified, and embarrassed me. No woman should ever have to put up with this, at work or anywhere. Do better."
Do better.
Do better,
Leave
yeah.
the do better off.
I know.
You know, say what you got to say. Do better. It cheapens it.
It does. I got attacked for that when I had a joke that I put out on Twitter and I said hashtag sarcasm, and someone said, "No, man, own that shit. Don't hashtag sarcasm." I was
Oh,
like,
right.
I get it. Yeah, you're taking away some of the power of this.
That
with
person doesn't know.
knowledge.
That person doesn't know what he's talking about, because if you're doing Twitter, you want to put those hashtags. Will put that thing in other places that people might see it.
I know, but to his point, it was like I was cheapening. I was
So
lessening.
you admit you were. You
I was. Yes.
Were
I-
you
I-
using it as a crutch? So not like E's saying there's a way mechanically that you want to use Twitter. You were using it as a crutch in case
Yes.
people misread this. I want you
Yes.
to know it's hashtag
Oh, well,
sarcasm.
yeah, then-
See
yes.
that? Ooh, boy,
And-
that's cringy. Huh?
It's cringy. It is. I think
Hashtag cringy.
I think my joke, and I can't remember what it was. I think my joke was that vicious, though, that it was like, ugh.
You had to soften it.
I had to soften the blow. And someone was like, "Man, don't be a pussy and put hashtag sarcasm on there." Well, own that. If you're going to fucking.
I'd love to
you
know what the statement was.
I'd have to go
If
back.
only it was recorded in a string-like series of observations.
You know what it might have been? It might have been about guns. I think it might have
You
been
check
about
the hashtag
guns.
sarcasm. There can't be
Right,
that much
right,
under there.
Right.
It might have been about.
Bunch of Mike tweets.
Yeah.
It might have been about going in and shooting a bunch of
Oh, okay.
5 or 6 year
So you're
olds.
like, don't people
So it was
jump
like,
on me.
Yeah, it was like, oh, shit. I wish I could remember what I wrote. It was one of my most successful tweets in the end.
Is that right?
I believe it was. If I have that right, I could be wrong. I'll try to find it later. But
Congratulations on the successful tweet.
oh, dude, I mean, 180 retweets.
nice. Nice.
Dozens and dozens of comments. That was the day, dude, where it was like I got into the gun debate for whatever reason. I got thrown in there, and it was madness. My phone was just bing, 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 bing. I couldn't believe it.
Wow, that's extra dopamine if you leave the alert on.
Huge.
I don't have alerts like that. So
Yeah.
wow.
I
That
shut it off.
must have been exciting.
At the time, I'd never had a need to shut it off.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciated them notifying me of something like that, that someone appreciated what I'd written. But then it was just like, holy shit. But yeah, I figured out that there are certain topics that can really get you. Guns is one of
Killing
them.
kids.
Killing kids, guns, anything, about abortion, religion, basically the things you're not supposed to talk about at the dinner table with family or friends. Those tweets will get you a lot more recognition on Twitter. So, So this was at the Enmark Savannah Bridge Run, and the outrage online. So people track this guy down and find out he's a youth fucking minister.
Now, before we watch this, I'm going to ask you, is there sort of like a pile-on effect? And by that, I mean, did this guy get encouraged to do this because he sees like a dozen people in front of him touch her?
Oh, did they?
I'm not excusing what he did, but I think maybe he did this because as people are running by her, it becomes a thing to like touch her shoulder.
Really? I didn't notice that in the
give her
clip.
Is that
little-
all he does? He touches her
No,
shoulder.
No,
he hits her on
he
the
hits
ass.
her on the ass.
Oh,
So many people in line in front of him touch her, and then he just takes it to the next level. And
Yeah, I've seen this happen before. When we had, I can't remember whose bachelor party it was, but we had multiple strippers show up, and one was nice enough to let us, kind of do whatever we wanted with an object for, and I saw it.
yeah,
ramp
it
up
grows,
as it,
right?
as it went around
grows
the
in
horn.
intensity.
As it went around the horn.
Yeah. Like, why would I just do that when
These 10 guys already
when
did
I could
that.
put it in that one?
I'm going in another hole. I'm using my mouth to.
Right.
As she flips upside down with her legs.
Yeah, I
gape
think
in front of me.
there may have been an aspect of that.
So to your point, Jay, we've seen this in action. We've seen this happen, and we can see how this easily can be done.
Let it roll. Lee.
All right. But a youth minister, come on, man.
No, I know. Well, and you can see his bib number too. Like you're not going to be well, he's not thinking about identification.
People also dress up in costumes.
Well, there he goes. There he is, right there.
It's very exciting.
Wow, that is.
And you can see his bib number when he.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's easy to.
So where is he? Where is he?
People
Right there.
Oh, shit, where did it?
He's right by the gorilla.
I mean, you can see everybody's bib number if you pause it at the right spot. You
Yeah.
identify
'cause-
people easily.
also dress up in costumes.
See, everybody's
There he is, right
interacting with her.
there.
Everybody's interacting, and he's like, "Oh, I'll interact with her too."
So here he is. He's the douche in the blue right there,
Yep.
coming up.
Very
In the
exciting.
visor.
It's very exciting.
Why do these people feel like it's okay to touch her shoulders
I don't
or
know.
head or
I don't know.
running by?
Like
I get it,
waving,
waving, with the camera. I'm on TV. But touching her, that seems like really out of
Yeah,
line
just
on any level.
like compounded. It was a weird, series.
Do you think this guy needs to be doxxed, shamed, fired? He can no longer teach our youths or minister our youths.
Well, I'd like to hear his apology first before I gauge that, Mike.
I had a touch of Satan in my soul that day. I don't know what came over me. It was definitely not the Holy Ghost. It was definitely Satan. I felt him through my bones. I don't know that this is as much sexual assaultish.
Would you put it in the category of horseplay,
I was thinking tomfoolery, horseplay,
shenanigans?
shenanigans.
Well, he did touch a woman's ass.
I know. And you know what? I think a lot of times, because my reaction is like, oh, sweetheart, like you've never had your butt smacked. Well, big deal. Get over it. That you've been humiliated and fucking ruined and violated and all this shit. It's like, oh, settle down. But then it's like, you know what? If Gab was on the side of the sidewalk doing that and some guy walked by and smacked her ass, you'd have a real fucking problem.
Yeah.
Whether it was horseplay in nature,
Yeah.
tomfoolery, shenanigans, none of those
Any of
would
the
be
above.
none of those would be an adequate excuse. For you.
Dick. Don't
Yeah.
touch her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull those shenanigans with other people. Not mine. Mine. I own that. Don't pull that shit with mine. I see you saying something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, got any email or?
We do. Hey, before we get to that, we've received post, Mike.
Oh, that guy can't go to any more races by them, so he's going to get
banned immediately.
grossly out of shape. Yeah.
Looked like a family fun run or something, right?
Yesterday, we identified him and shared his information with the reporter in our station. We will not tolerate behavior like this at the Savannah Sports Council event. We have made the decision to ban this individual from registering for all Savannah Sports Council-owned races. That's terrible. He's going to get horribly out of shape. What do you think? I mean, if he can't register for a race.
Well, only that
done.
brand of racing.
Dude,
do you know how
they
many
own
races?
that area. You know that.
There's so many.
And
fucking-
Market Savannah fucking half race, dude? Come on.
Jesus, you ever been to Valley Forge? I bet you have.
I have.
Yeah, there you go.
Where is it?
familiar?
Yeah, sure. I guess it was a long time ago, honestly.
Gentlemen and Big E.
I do dig it though.
This is from Dr. Tommy.
Oh, it's a post?
Yeah,
Fuck. Okay, all right.
received post. And he did it the right way, by the way. For anyone posting in, he put this in an envelope.
Yeah, took your advice.
So the envelope got stamped with a little postage thing, and the post is not ruined.
It's the only way to guarantee
preserved.
your fact stays
is.
intact.
Gentlemen and Big E, in Philly for a wedding and made a stop at Valley Forge. At the site between 12/19/1777 and 6/19/1778, Inspector General Frederick Wilhelm von Steuben
Great name. Love
trained George Washington's Continental Army into a disciplined force that would later kick the living piss out of those pussy bitch-ass British forces, thereby freeing the USA.
it. Wow. Did Washington
Pretty
own
good
slaves?
fact, huh?
Did he own a plantation or anything, Washington?
Of course.
Yeah, not a plantation, but
Well, yeah,
Virginia.
Yeah, but he had
Monticello?
slaves?
No,
Yeah.
Is Monticello his, or was that Thomas Jefferson? I
that's
can't remember.
Jefferson. That's
Yeah.
right.
I don't want to hear
think.
facts about some guy that's
Oh, a slave
willing
owner?
to,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Even
just,
if he's a forefather, first president,
Yeah, no, you know,
considered one of the greatest men in our history.
I would take his statues down personally. Can I see it? Does that look all
What about the
that-
quarter? Can we keep exchanging quarters? You would.
I'm going to go 2 dimes and a nickel going forward.
Well, the versatility is
Yeah,
unmatched.
unless any of those guys have.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon, yeah.
Been there
Monticello
too.
is
Been both those
Jefferson.
places actually. No big deal.
Naked and starving as they are, we cannot enough admire the incomparable patience and fidelity of this
I'd say
soldiery.
incomparable, but okay.
Incomparable patience and fidelity of this soldiery. Soldiery. That's a good word.
Yeah, it is.
That's kind of dope. I was thinking at first, like
dope.
that looks boring,
But
but I
like the
think
Champs Elysees, doesn't it?
yeah, I think I'd like to stand in front of that.
Yeah.
and gaze.
That's Instagrammable right there.
Hell yeah.
Also, thank you to everybody who's sent in Christmas cards. I like receiving those, including Jason and Christina. Who
I
sent,
feel like we're not getting enough Christmas cards, especially ones with checks in them.
Well, this is that too, yeah. But this is an interesting one. So they went the marshmallow route, which is a Christmas card route I've not yet seen. But there it is. It's a marshmallow world, and they are roasting over an open fire. But here's what I
What do they
found
got against
curious about this.
chestnuts, man? Why are they taking it to the marshmallow
I
world?
don't know. I think that's just their shtick.
Okay.
So says from Jason, Christina, and Finley, who's the Poops. Okay, Poops is all
Look at that poop.
dressed
Is it-
up
what kind of
proper.
poop? Is it a dog?
Looks like a retriever of some
Oh, yeah.
sort.
I like that gay.
And the kitties too. The kitties are not depicted herein, and I think got screwed out of this whole
Well,
deal.
what do you? Oh, and the kitties too. Well, yeah. Why?
I don't
thought
know.
you meant kids at first. I was like, well,
Oh God, I hope they didn't mean kids. Don't you?
no, they
hate-
said kitties.
Don't you hate the word kiddos? By the way, I was gonna
Kiddos,
grieve
yeah.
that.
Oh, kiddo.
I've been seeing that more and more and more. Obviously, it's been around for a while.
How do you?
but
Where are you on kid? What up, kid?
Kid, that's it. Kid.
It's great,
Use
right?
the word kid, but well, the kiddos have to be at soccer.
Ugh, no.
Are you familiar with this?
Fuck yes.
Yeah, it's awful. Kiddos.
Kiddos.
Stop it.
Yeah, you could have grieved that. You would have won with that grievance. I don't think you can
Bonafide.
file it after the fact.
Bonafide AF. Yeah,
That would be a Weasley move.
I roasted a grievance, didn't I?
Yeah, to grieve it, find out if it
Yeah.
mentioned that you were going to
I
grieve
pulled my grievance essentially.
it. To find out if it was going to have any sort of
Very
chance.
Hillary Clinton of me, wasn't it?
Yeah. Just wanted to see, and now you found out. Holy shit! It was the room was going to recognize my greatness on that because I would not have thought of kiddos.
Kiddos. Ugh.
But kid does not have to refer to a goat or your child, right? It could be like.
Oh no,
like
I
could-
find that douchey.
Really?
No, that use of "Hey, what up, kid?"
What
Dude,
up,
that's
kid?
so '90s.
What
Mike.
up, Doe? Is Doe okay? What up, man?
I mean, I like Troy a lot, but
What up, Doe? I don't think Troy even said that. I think I made that up.
oh,
What up, Doe? What up, fam?
we'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Okay.
Kitties.
They're gonna have to follow up.
Yeah.
We need to know more about the marshmallow aspect here.
Given the way that they're dressed in that red and black checkered lumberjack type shirt, we received in the past a picture of a cat dressed exactly like that. Do you remember that? With the red and black checked shirt on, and I
Yeah.
believe it was wearing a bow tie as well.
Nice.
Wow.
I wonder if that was one of their kitties.
Maybe.
If so, why wouldn't you have included that? It was dressed exactly like those people.
Do you think they just grabbed a picture out of their album and went, "Let's just make this our Christmas card," and then they just put like a Merry Christmas pillow on there, and then this might have just been a fall afternoon at the fire pit in the backyard.
It was a fall afternoon.
Yeah, roasted marshmallows.
Yeah.
The fact that it's red and black checker, not red and green. You know, I don't see any
There's a
bells
lot
on
of
the
questions.
dog.
A lot of
No one's
questions.
wearing one of those dumb Santa hats. I don't know. The only thing they've got is the Merry Christmas pillows.
Yeah.
And I think those could be easily superimposed.
Yeah, Photoshop in, huh?
Yep.
You're right.
I don't know. I'm just not ready to grant that actual Christmas card status yet until they answer some follow-up questions. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow and do it again. Hopefully you'll join us then.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.